good, y'all? Fully focused. We back out in the building with another video. Today I want to talk about insecurities. Why I wanted to talk about it is because within my personal life, I had deficiencies where I would have like BDD, right? Body dysmorphic disorder. I would have a bad way of dealing with them. And as over time, as I got older, I progressed and used my mental wits and smartness and actually applied it into my life on areas of deficiencies. That's not only within, physical, but mental as well. So I've generally had a lot of requests within my sphere of influence, right? Not just requests, but advice. So I decided to make a video. Hopefully, everybody will be able to see it in due time. So let's talk about it, and let's talk about the origin. So what is an insecurity? An insecurity is when you do not feel as par within your mental stability, right? Your emotional state of content, right? You feel like it's lacking, right? In an area in your life. It could be financial, physical, let's get an example. Financial, you always feel the need to flex money, right? Flex money because you are scared of being perceived as being broke. Underlying condition could be, I don't know, because you work broke. I have no idea. Bad example, but that's something that you can be insecure about, is with your spending habits or your money habits, where it's not as bad. There's always room for improvement, but it could be within all in your head. You know what I mean? You're comparing yourself. Usually people compare themselves in social media, right? That's why it's always important to, if you do have social media, take it with a grain of salt. I don't use Instagram or Facebook. I actually deleted it to the point because it didn't really attract what I wanted to do. I was seeing people, fitness guys, all that, but I see them on YouTube, and I don't need to see any other people that I don't even connect with, so I'm seeing, sharing your whole life. It doesn't have to be within what you gotta do. So, limiting that is one important part of doing it. But moving on to physical, something that I can relate to was my acne. Insecurities with my acne, it was pure genetics, or a major part of genetics, but how did I improve it? I ate better, found more methods of, cleaning, i.e. better toners. I use like glycolic acid, right, for a toner, and it's actually a good acne killer because it when you put, acid on your face, it kills bacteria. So, and then you don't have that sebum buildup. So with the insecurity, it's best to move towards a solution mindset rather than the problematic mindset. With insecurities, right, people are generally always stuck within this problematic mindset of, oh, I have this. There's temporary and permanent solutions towards how you want to, deal with it. The temporary solution, doesn't always work. Sometimes it may be the only sole option, because it may not even be possible that there was an invention made for whatever insecurity that you have, right? And it's the only one available. But what it really comes down to is, with the solution mindset, it gives you a lot of confidence. Having a lot of confidence in yourself is generally the deficiency that a lot of people have. Confidence is what people lack. When you're not comfortable with your body, when you do not have that swagger, that ego, within yourself, then it shows within the body, and that's how it gets into your head. With the when we talk about insecurities, it's generally you versus you. You have this thought in your own head about how you don't look as good, or you're not as satisfied as you want to be, generally comparing yourself to others. You have to focus on yourself. When you change your life, you are the player in your own story, right? You don't get no redos, you don't get no second chances. Think of it like a video game. You're leveling up, you're going up, and as you do that, you got to get that. You're gonna get armor plus 10, plus 20, plus 30 defense. You know what I mean? Then upgrade the sword or the gun or whatever, right? It's the same thing, and you go through challenges where you think of the insecurity as the big boss, right? And once you defeat the big boss, then you level up. It's all a mental game. It's not really true. It's false information that you instill within your head. It happens with a lot of people. People compare themselves to other people, and you have to focus on yourself. You have to acknowledge that there's nothing wrong with you. You know what I mean? I have a scar, a big burn scar. I was made fun of in elementary school, actually. When people would ask me, like it's like it was like a foreign object, like it was disgusting. A burn scar within my right arm, and I was insecure about that actually within my childhood, that I had that. I didn't realize that, but actually throughout middle school and high school, I embraced it because it was, to me, I made this mental switch. I was like, it's not a deformity. It's something that's actually really cool, masculine. You know what I mean? I survived through that. I got a 3rd-degree burn when I was like 6 months old or a year or something like that. You know what I mean? And I have that and it defines me. It makes me different, and it's unique to me. It's something that I like, and it's something that I've grown to love. It's all within your head, solution mindset. It's not, don't think of it as a problem, and if you do, there's always a solution towards it. My acne, I tried apple cider vinegar on my face. I actually recommend you drink apple cider vinegar because it's a good detox. I would try different skincare methods, but overall I had to improve my diet, my cleaning routine, understanding that I can't put any oils in my face, understanding my skin type. The solutions are always there, and you learn more about yourself, and then you understand yourself more. Once you understand yourself more, you're more comfortable. Fear comes from not understanding. You know what I'm saying? So understand, digest yourself, explore yourself. This is the time where, you look at yourself, and, genetics you can't really control. You know what I mean? Genetically, I do get acne on my face. Sometimes even throughout my, not that much. No, I don't really get acne on my body. No, I don't. But I get pimples maybe here or there, maybe on my arm or my leg, once in a while, right? But that happens with everybody, you know what I mean? You understand that it's an actual biophysiological reaction, right? On why a pimple occurs is because you're trying to fight an infection. That's how the body creates, and then there's pus uses antibodies, right, to fight an infection. It's that you understand that, everybody gets that. There's not one person that does not get that. It's a natural reaction. Apes have it, all animals pretty much do have it to some degree. So, you're not the only one, and it's not a deficiency. It's all in your head, right? Use that, understand that, use that knowledge. Knowledge is key. It's all a mental game at the end of the day. And when you maintain your mental frame, it's easier to move on throughout life. With insecurities, once people find out, they generally use that to their advantage, i.e., or in other words, your disadvantage, right? They will try to use it to bring you down. But when you're changing your life and you're leveling up, right, insecurities is something that people that will try to attack you with, right? Because that's sort of the last line of defense on progressing you to level up. Think of it as chains and barriers. the barriers. You reach throughout everything. The physical, you may cut off people, or you may think differently and move a different way than what, let's say, your friend or your friend group was, right? You're doing the stuff that you have to do, and then it's gonna get to the point where they'll make fun of you, they'll try to bring you down, you know what I mean? They'll try to clown you, but as long as you keep pursuing, it gets easier, and it gets to a dirty fight. There's no fight where it doesn't get low. Within war, we create these rules of, there needs to be prisoners of war, no first engagement and all that, but people break the rules all the time. And realistically, there is no rules. We do that so that as a human civilization, we create somewhat of a stability, somewhat of an order, but it's not always absolute. So when you deal with other people, it's gonna get dirty. It comes out from jealousy, it comes out from a place of that they're beneath you, right? So understanding how insecurity is within your life not only just affects you, but it shows and you see how other people use it against you as well. So understanding that it could just be a battle you within you. That's where it is first and foremost. But then it'll be you versus somebody else, or something that originates from you versus you. So it's important to acknowledge that and have that mental frame set in stone, that mental stability within yourself. Set in stone that you have your guard, right? There's the insecurity on the outside of the wall. It can't get in and it can't penetrate. You acknowledge that. You know that it's wrong, and you know that it doesn't belong within your state of mind. Solution mindset. Understand that there's nothing wrong with you. Try to do that. Find various methods towards. I don't have all the answers. You would have to find the answer yourself. But understanding and making a plan, giving the advice and the knowledge on how to get the answer is something that will take you a lot further, because going without a plan or going without a little knowledge is a lot harder to fight or to combat a situation. But going in with a little pre-knowledge, that prerequisite, right? In order to take the class, you're a bit more prepared and you're able to get that A, right? So that's really what I wanted to talk about. This goes for men and women with battling insecurities, and I think that's just something that I feel like is good information in order to receive to the audience, so that the audience can use it to their advantage and then become better themselves. We take the next step forward in changing our life, and we level up. That's what we up, done up. All right, y'all. Peace.